Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, where I've made my way back to Bonnie Jail because there was at least one thing that I wanted to backtrack for, which was a ladder in a sewer that we forgot to go up, and I did manage to find a new charm, a new talisman, but I also managed to find my way to another part of the jail that we had not reached yet. Turned out that I needed to actually ride the elevator that we took down to the bottom of that takes us to where the mini boss is. It turns out that that thing actually goes back up and keeps going up to a whole nother ledge above that had some loot, and it did in fact have this this little spot here where the jar innards were waiting to ambush me, and I was not ambushed. I saw it coming. We had not reached that spot during the episode last time, but I had scoped it out and had it well in the front of my mind. I had also seen him once again while checking everything out, surveying from the other side of the jail, and after some, trying to figure out how to get to where there was another item. And I thought, wait a second, how do I even get to that spot? And after thinking about it, it occurred to me that, wait a second, maybe this elevator actually does some things that we don't know about, or it goes has a little bit more elevation to it. So what did we find? We have picked up some interesting stuff here. We have the Stalwart Horn Charm +2 now. We can now vastly raise our robustness. I'm assuming that the text is similar to what we've seen before. Horns are sublime artifacts to horn send, and their presence confirms the belief that they are a chosen people. Only the repeated sprouting of fresh horns can create a tangled horn, which is viewed as an irrefutable symbol of primacy. I think that is the same as on the other DLC versions of these charms that we've seen so far. But I also picked up a new armor set, Helm of Night, which is just, holy shit, this looks so freaking cool. Bottomless black helm, cool to the touch. Flowing lines in the seeming shape of a fingerprint adorn the surface, imprisons the wearer in utterly lightless dark, bestowed upon those born deep underground, ordaining them as sword hands of night. Okay, what the hell? I think I'm just gonna look this up real quick here to remind myself, because like I've said before, it's been so long since I've seen the Lord of the Rings movies, and I think I want to say this looks so much like the armor from, yeah, this is basically Sauron's armor, is it not? Holy shit. Okay, even though I haven't seen those movies in forever, that armor set is so iconic. They basically just put Sauron's armor into Elden Ring. Okay, interesting. But they've also added apparently the shape of a fingerprint. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be similar to Vike's armor that has kind of the 3 fingers imprints. Is this supposed to be something that's tied to chaos in some way? Or is it just simply, maybe there's in the Shadow Realm, we've got finger ruins. There's just fingers everywhere. And the 2 fingers, I guess maybe the 2 fingers is the more prominent symbol, actually, because we do have this new, this other talisman that we picked up that has the 2 fingers on it, right? The Crimson Seed Talisman. So the 2 fingers may be the predominant force here, and that may be the fingerprint that is being referred to, but imprisons the wearer in utterly lightless dark. We'll try this on in a second. Let me just check the text on the rest of these. It is identical. And we also, the other bit of loot that was up here was this Shield of Night. A shield awarded to sword hands of night, cast in a bottomless black, from which no light can escape. The outer surface is only semi-corporeal, providing reliable defense against attacks that are not physical in nature. It doesn't have insanely good damage negation, really, in any particular element. Like, its physical damage negation, as suggested, is very subpar. But its elemental negation, it really only excels in magic, and even then, it's nothing crazy. The unique skill is Revenge of the Night, unleashes the Dark of Night imbued with magic power. If used immediately after blocking an incoming attack, its power is absorbed, bolstering the strength of this skill. What? Unleashes... Oh, I see. So you can... It's essentially... It did kind of look like a mirror. You're essentially, if you time it correctly, you're reflecting the enemy's attacks. Okay. Well, we want to try at least some of this stuff out. I have equipped my own new set of fashion souls here, because what I've done is I'm trying to, with the charm, the talisman that we picked up last time, the two-handed sword talisman. I had the idea to try to lean into a bit of a jump attacks setup, because we do actually have a bit of armor here, the Raptor's Black Feathers, aka Eileen's cape, a Hunter must Hund, that, I didn't mean to take that off, that it actually enhances jump attacks. It's very rare. I don't know, this might be one of the only, there are some different armaments that have these actual beneficial enhancements or effects on combat. So I thought, with our big old honkin' sunflower, why not try to do a little bit of jump attacks? And of course, then I just was messing around with various fashion soul options and kind of landed on this setup. So this is what we're rolling with for the moment. Just as a side note, there are some interesting effects here with the, depending on what gloves you pick, the cape may or may not actually extend. Like if you pick a set of bracers or gloves that's rather short, the cape actually kind of has an extra set of feathers that will cover your arm. But then if the gloves are too long, not so much, and you get to see more of those fingerprints that we have singed into our own skin. I guess I ended up though with Egon's gauntlets and hat, because the crazed chaotic gardener that grew a monstrosity shadow sunflower that's the meme that we're going with for now, and I like it. So there is there are some of the housekeeping notes. Let's try though. We'll switch back our fashion souls eventually here, but we do have to quickly try out Sauron's helm. What in the hell? This is just in the game. This is just a thing. What the heck? I don't know that I want to switch every single armor piece. But interesting. Interesting. I don't know if I'm such I think I like the getup that we have going. But that helm, that is so, well, it's a little bit unexpected, but maybe not completely, because I have seen something. In the process of going through off-camera things here, I backtracked the Bonnie jail, as we've discussed, but also I backtracked in the cathedral. Well, it's not really backtracking that I was doing. I came here to the Cathedral of Manus Meter, wanting to get a screenshot. I wanted to get a thumbnail that pictured our new friend over here, Count Ymir, and I happened to catch him. I didn't realize it, but I happened to catch him with some dialogue that just came out of nowhere.
Why, you poor thing. Another bad dream, Yuri. Put that rotten thing out of your mind. That tangled mess can't hurt you.
And then upon taking a closer examination, I could see that he was holding a baby finger creeper. I think that's what they're called, right? The finger creepers. He's got a little hand monster that he's holding on to, thinking that it's his poor boy Yuri. So the High Count Ymir is a little bit, you know, he's with the stars, perhaps, is what we could say. His head is in the stars, it would seem, and I don't know if we're going to be able to bring him back down to Earth, but in the process of that unexpected encounter that I came across, I also happened to notice to the side this person, who I now realize after that armor pickup, who I now realize is wearing the armor that we just picked up, which is such a what is going on? Why was that armor set? So first of all, I don't think I missed this person the first time around. I checked my footage, and I don't believe this person was here the first time that we came. So even though you are kind of, you've got some candles next to you. They're doing the, at least the FromSoft version of yellow paint to make sure you don't miss this person in a very notable armor set, which I was thinking, did I miss you the first time around? I don't think I did. But you're wearing this armor set, the knight armor set. Imprisons the wearer in utterly lightless dark. By the way, did that have any sort of an effect? I'm just going to do a quick little switch this over again. Was there an icon that was added? I don't see an icon that's been added to our status, so I don't know if that's just a bit of flavor text, the whole bottomless dark thing. I guess, though, let's find out what's going on with a new NPC. A new friend to add to our... also, by the way, I almost forgot to mention the sword here. Holy shit. This is, this looks like, what's-her-face's sword? Who was the character in DS3? The lady with the dark blade? What was her name? I forgot. But it looks like the dark blade. Would make sense. We did forget to try the shield of the knight. We need to make a note to do that in just a moment. But first, we talk.
I've no interest in small talk. My only concerns are the concerns of Count Ymir, and you are not among them.
I see. I thought we would talk, but our friend has no interest in small talk. Rejected, friend-zoned immediately.
Only, there is one thing I will say. Count Ymir's kindness is a gift. Should you cross him, you will sorely regret it.
Why would I cross him? I wasn't thinking of crossing him in any way. I was just a little worried about the state of his sanity. That's about it.
Be gone. There is nothing more to say.
Oh shit. Okay.
Be gone. There is nothing more to say.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit more to say. There's like potentially a little bit more here to add to the conversation, such as where did you get this sword? Why are you wearing Sauron's helm? What do you know about that? Yeah, okay. This is, interesting. We didn't even get your name, did we? You are just Count Ymir's bodyguard? Question mark? I would have never have guessed that armor set would be somebody who is the bodyguard, the bodyguard of Count Ymir, who is associated with Karya and, or maybe not Karya, but is associated with glintstone sorcery at the very least. So, okay. All right, we also need to check in. We went to the Finger Ruins, and the whole point of coming back here was really to check with Ymir and to let him know that we did the thing at one of the Finger Ruins, see if he had any reaction to that at all.
Oh, there you are. The exalted timbre of the bell has reached these ears of mine. Gracious, the starry sky is wondrous tonight indeed. Only your fate shines brighter. Now, these are for you.
Ah. Oh, okay. I'm guessing it would make sense that these are items associated with the other Finger Ruins that is on our map. And perhaps...
Nothing of it. I have made my decision to be of help. May the gleaming stars guide you evermore.
And we're so grateful to have that help, in addition to apparently some additional dialogue, not just about the mysterious night, which I was hoping you would have something to say, but about the nature of the world as well. Let's do the night first.
Ah, you met Jolan. Well, I hope that she behaved at least. The poor girl has overcome grave misfortune. Her tongue can be sharp at the best of times, but don't think that makes her a bad person. It's no surprise her little sister too has a heart of gold.
Jolan. Noted. Jolan. And her little sister. They've had tough lives, but they both have hearts of gold. Who would be her little sister? Trying to think. Could it be Leda? I'm just, you know, there's only so many characters that we've been introduced to in the DLC. There's nothing really to indicate that Leda would be related, other than the fact that, you know, we've got her and we have Freya. And those are basically the two main female characters, other than, I guess, Horny Granny, who maybe we should check in with and see how she's doing. Nature of the world, though. Tell me more.
I fear that you have borne witness to the whole of it. The conceits, the hypocrisy of the world built upon the Erdtree. The follies of men. Their bitter suffering. Is there no hope for redemption? The answer, sadly, is clear. There never was any hope. They were each of them defective, unhinged from the start. Marika herself, and the fingers that guided her. And this is what troubles me. No matter our efforts, if the roots are rotten, then we have little recourse.
The rolling of the R's there. If the roots are rotten, then we have little recourse. That is an interesting bit about Marika and the Two Fingers and the basically kind of talking about the same thing that I think Gold Mask had stumbled onto. Gold Mask had kind of, in delving into the order or trying to get to the true order of things, had discovered that things are kind of fucked. Because guess what? The gods at the heart of the order are actually kind of like flawed. I think that was the upshot of that. That was kind of the takeaway that I got from that. Without us, you know, we did the Lord of Chaos ending. So, but it'll be interesting to see what the other endings are like eventually, if when we get to use that true order, the mending of true order, or whatever that key item that we got from Gold Mask. But also we saw Corrin's steadfast devotion to the fundamentalism. And no, the order can do no wrong. The greater will can do no wrong. And his blindness to those flaws. So that's very, very interesting. You have something to say about Miquella in addition to the nature of the world? Is that connected to that dialogue?
Ever young Miquella saw things for what they were. He knew that his bloodline was tainted, his roots mired in madness. A tragedy if ever there was one. That he would feel compelled to renounce everything.
I see.
When the blame lay squarely with the mother.
Oh, that is really, really interesting. That is, at least for me, maybe there have been more clues along the way that I could have picked up on. But that to me is one of the first very, very clear indications of Miquella's motivation, which I have been a little uncertain about. But that kind of really paints it in puts a very clear contrast, or Miquella basically kind of saw the same thing as Gold Mask, that his bloodline is kind of flawed, and there really shouldn't be like this entire, I don't know, religion or order of the world built around it. And so that's why he tried to divest himself of it. This is why these crosses are all over the place, where I'm leaving a part of my body, and I'm leaving my heart, my eye, my left arm, my right arm, all these different parts that he has left across the Shadow Realm. And then finally, his Great Rune as well. All of these pieces to be like, I don't want to have anything to do with Marika. I just want to completely divest myself from that whole business. I'll be curious to look over this dialogue a little bit more, and maybe it's time for me to... I have not been really painstakingly going over...
May the gleaming stars guide you evermore.
Going over characters' dialogue and trying to piece together all the things, all the different pieces of lore that we've gathered so far in the DLC, because it has kind of felt up to this point that it's like we need to get more. We need to get more to the story. Now maybe we're starting to get some of those major pieces. That feels like one of them. That kind of helps.
Oh, hello. Is something the matter?
It helps me understand a little bit more clearly what's going on with Mikola. So that's cool. This second map of the ruins, which I presume to be, looks very much like the ruins that are up to the northeast of the realm. Another hallowed ruin apart from the one shown on the first map. May the gleaming stars guide you evermore. And then we've been given Beloved Stardust. Is this a hand holding... Oh, well, I guess it would be holding Stardust. I thought it was holding a fingernail at first, because I had in my mind the fingernails that you can loot from the... Is it from the lampreys? A talisman depicting a wizened hand gently gripping a glintstone. Shortens casting speed for sorcery and incantations by the utmost, but increases damage taken. This is actually just a talisman. Count Ymir was known for his recitations. One need only envision the romance of the stars above with adoration for stardust in one's heart to become a great sorcerer. Do so, and you will know love. Okay, I was thinking he was giving us another item to interact with something that's going to be different at the second set of ruins, something other than a giant bell. But maybe that's just the same thing. There's going to be another giant bell, and we've already been given the item that interacts with it. This is just a reward for going and ringing that first bell. So, and is it actually it is a talisman. How much does it... Let's quickly check and see how much it actually lowers our defense. Because that could be very, very useful. I wonder if it even stacks. Would it stack with Radagon's icon? Increases damage taken. So it doesn't lower our damage negation. It has some other effect, apparently. Just seeing quickly if it would stack with... Ah, it does not stack with Radagon's. So this is like an upgraded Radagon's icon. Okay. Okay. When we do lean in to, you know, a spell build for a particular boss or something, that's a great option now to have. Although I'm, you know, anxious though, the downside of that extra damage taken. Got to be conscious of that. Okay. That is, let me check my notes here and see. I think we have covered most of the stuff that I wanted to cover. What we are... I guess this is a good moment for us to just do a little bit of what I had said we might do at some point, which is just check these... a couple of these base game locations. Let's go back to Mogwin Palace. I don't think we're going to see anything here. I don't think there's going to be anything different. I really get the sense that this DLC, much like all the others, is going to be contained to the DLC. There's not going to be anything really to go back for in the base game. But I do want to just quickly make sure of that. I've always wondered this ledge out here, if there was something... Would there ever be an NPC or something out here? Because it is a bit of a curious ledge that just kind of ends. Doesn't look like there is anything new. The cocoon seems to be in the same shape that it has been. Still... What exactly is the Shadow Realm? What exactly do it be? Is it really just all inside of Miquella's... What is going on with Miquella? Is he actually dead? This is him, right? I'm looking at this ring, taking a closer look at this ring to see if I can see any details on it. Is there anything to note? No, don't do the camera fade out thing. Don't do that. I want to look. I want to look at this. It's hard to tell exactly with this ring, but I kind of feel like there are these snakes kind of like intertwined with each other? Or do I just have too many snakes on the brain after this Rykard in the base game and now Mesmer in the DLC? It's just snakes everywhere, random snake skins that have molted off in corners of the world. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. And I don't know what the heck is going on with Miquella and the Shadow Realm. And apparently this is, I haven't, people have not really explained things. Like, I don't obviously want any explanations yet on lore or anything like that until we are done with, until I am fully done with the playthrough. And even then, I might say wait, because I just want to still try to take some time to work my way through New Game Plus and see what new stuff I can discover and new thoughts or revelations might occur to me. Nothing new here at Malenia's boss room, which I would have guessed. What was I gonna say? I got a little bit distracted, but I had a thought that has now gone. What the heck happened? I still don't know how to get this set of butterflies. Probably some jumping that just needs to be done better, but yeah, okay, so I think that's all. Is there any other location in the base game that would be worth our time to check? Anybody related to Miquella specifically that would make a lot of sense to check in with? I don't know. I'll have to think that one over. But for now, I think we will continue in the Shadow Realm. And I will note the fact that I did come back over here to this area at the Ancient Ruins base, where I did find a couple of things. I found that scarab that was next to the forge that just dropped a smithing stone, but I also did get one of the Blood Fiends to drop their weapon. So the Blood Fiend's Sacred Spear is now in our possession. Great Spear of the Blood Fiend Hexers, one of the most significant implements used in their blood rituals. Sacred Spears of Blood are the instruments of communion with an outer god. The Mother of Truth desires a wound. Is that what they call her? The Mother of Truth. Unique skill, Blood Fiend's Blood Boon. Raise the Sacred Spear and pierce the body of the Mother of Truth, creating an explosion of blood flame in the area surrounding the target. Additional input allows for up to 3 follow-up attacks. We should try this. We should quickly give this a shot here. This music is bringing back some memories. Coming back to this spot is definitely bringing back some memories. Some very good memories. I think in spite of the challenge and the amount of time spent on this boss. I have nothing but good memories of our time with the Goddess of Rauh. I'm trying to find, where was the... There it is, right here. This is the face of Mikola, correct? This is supposed to be a depiction of Mikola? Let's try these new toys. Let's try the new stuff. Just real quick. Bloodfiend's... Oh, we gotta try this shield as well. Bloodfiend's Sacred Spear. Go. Yep. And you could keep going, right? Come forth. Come forth, Mother of Truth. We're really doing the Lord Moog thing now. Lord Moog and General Radahn are going to be... Radahn is going to be in Moog's body? What the fuck? That's got to be a boss fight, right? That's got to be some crazy fucking... I don't even want to think about what that nonsense is going to be. Let's not worry about... Let's not think about that just yet. Let's try this Shield of Night and see what the Revenge of Night looks like. Oh, it's so tiny. That's what she said. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. It's like this little, I see. Wow. Yeah, so, yeah, you're reflecting, potentially you're reflecting back an enemy's move. Let's go back to the Shadow Realm. Let's go to some place where we can just quickly test, do just a little bit of testing here. Go to Bonnie Village and see if we can get one of these shadow dudes to attack us and then get this effect to proc. The Revenge of the Night, as it is just so freaking dark. I want to be able to... I want to be able to... I don't think I did that right. I don't think I did that quite right. Did I do it right there? Like, I was thinking of it as a parry. I thought it might be like a parry, but I think I actually have to time this thing. I have to time it like ahead of... Definitely not doing this right. Okay, well, I need to read this skill again. I need to read this again. That's not that I wanted to... Why am I drinking my Flask of Wondrous Physic instead of my healing flask? Revenge of the Night. Unleashes the Dark of Night if used immediately after... Oh, you have to block the attack. I thought you had to, like, parry it. Ah, there we go. It's like a guard counter. Got it. It's like a guard counter, but... Unleashes... Oh, that's pretty interesting, huh? Okay. Trying to get a better look at the... Trying to get a better look at the skill here. Come on, do your thing. Really looks... It looks cool, but we're not in a great place to really get the full effect because it is so dark out here in Bonnie Village. Okay, I just wanted to play around just a little bit. It scales with dexterity. Wouldn't have guessed that. I was thinking it'd be an intelligence scaling, like so many other similar effects, but apparently that is something that you could scale with your dexterity. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. I wanted to get my icon shield back, please. Give me my trickle shield, because it's the best. It is the best. Now, okay, next item on our list. We are going back, for at least a little bit, we're going back to the Shadow Keep. This was another place that I did a little bit of backtracking off camera because I had a suspicion, or I had an inkling, that we had not fully explored this place. And sure enough, that has turned out to be the case. Because the moment that I came down here, the moment that I came back, I was editing footage of our initial entrance into the church district here, and I realized that there was an elevator that we eventually unlock, and I wasn't sure if we had unlocked it. Turns out we had, but I hadn't really made the connection that, oh, this leads right back to where we first entered the place from the east. So then, now that the water's been lowered, we obviously took care of the tree spirit that was over here, but I didn't really explore around here very well, because the moment that I was like, wait, have we looked over here? No, we haven't, because there's a giant crab. And not just a giant crab, there are multiple giant crabs. So, okay, we've got our work cut out for us. So it is time to introduce the crabs to flower power. I love how much damage this does. I am a fan. A fan of this damage. Now this crab, does it have red eyes? Or is that just normal crab eyes? It's a little bit stronger than its buddy, I think, but... Okay. You guys are out of here. You guys, I have an item to collect. I need you all to move. So I can pick up this very important Shadow Realm Rune 5. There we go. Okay. So, purple item, epic item, get. Is there anything else of note? Apparently I cannot squeeze through these bars. Baddie ahead. Anything else around here that we would have missed as we were, I guess, making a beeline for a showdown with a sunflower? And we put our blinders on, and there was nothing else to be said about it. The church district and whatever else there was to find. Is there a... Wait, there's another tree? Are you serious? Another one of you? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Isn't one enough? One is never enough, apparently. One is never enough. There we go. It's like, if we're doing jump attacks, there's got to be some stance breaks in here. What am I... No, I'm trapped in the... Oh, no, I was honestly fucking trapped between the arm, under the arm, behind the arm. Fuck. This is bringing back my... reminded me of my disappointment that you are not some super cool water monster that has been, you know, you are floundering ashore now that we've drained the water. Instead, you're just another tree spirit that we faced a million of. How many hundreds of... And I miss it again? What? I need stamina. Okay. Oh, no, you actually got that off. You actually got that off. Okay, well, I guess you drop a new item. Iris of occult. What is this word? I can see that occult is part of it. Occultation? I've never heard that particular. What the heck? So this is, I guess, a counterpart. Place on the eye of another to deny them light in all its forms. Oh shit. There was a choice to be made. with, there was a choice to be made with Queenline. Let's read the description here. An iris that is as dark as night. Place on the eye of another to deny them light in all its forms. And it has the same effect that it can be used as a rune arc. In the realm of shadow, this artifice was employed by the priests of the Erdtree to intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Dark as night, which is kind of similar to, sort of similar to this Helm of Night, utterly lightless dark. I don't know if those are connected, but if we can find these here. So we have now the Iris of Grace and the Iris of Occult. That feels like such a weird word. Occultation, because I want to say occultation, but that's like a third T in there. Occultation, that I've never heard that before. Okay, it's the Iris of Dark. Now, interestingly, there is a difference in the text at the bottom. So one was used by, they were both employed by priests of the Erdtree. One was to quell the fears of their flock. The other was to intensify the fears. So we really could have driven Queenline over the edge, huh? Interesting. Would we still have received the same item reward? His ashes? Interesting, interesting. So there's probably going to be another one of these. I don't know who, maybe Hornsent might have. I feel like there's going to be more with Hornsent. I don't think his story is done. That's just what it feels like to me. And I would imagine that Letta's story isn't done either. Redmane, like pretty much all of our DLC crew. I'm not sure about Tialier. Tialier might be done. Or at least he's reached his final point of interest at the bottom of the stone coffin fissure. But everybody else, I feel like there is more to their story. And perhaps we're going to have to make a choice with one of them, like we did with Queenline. So did we get an Iris of Grace from the other tree spirit that we killed? That's a curious one. Definitely gonna have to think that one. Think about that one. Hitting all the corners here just to make sure. Nothing else to find. But I feel like that is about all she wrote here. One more very important Rauh fruit item pickup, and then I think that's going to be it. Because now this leads around to the... Well, the Fire Knight is no longer there because we dispatched with them. Oh wait, there is more. There is more. There was a lot of additional ground to cover. Some well-pickled turtleneck. Waiting for another tree spirit possibly to pop out, because they did already do 3 tree spirits in one locale before. We've done that. We've been down that road, so don't put it past them. But now we get back to the site of grace. Okay. All right. So there was a little bit more here to the church district. Now, notably, once again, we did not find a path. What I was hoping might be the case would be an underground, an elevator that takes us down to the portions of the overworld that we haven't yet reached. So that probably is going to be something that we find along our exploration of the ancient ruins and the base of the ancient ruins. Oh wait. Oh, these guys come back. Except they don't. Wait, what the hell? Oh, that's funny. The fire zombies started to res, and then it's like they realize that the shaman who reses them is not around anymore. And oh, wait a second, we're not supposed to be here. Okay. Odd. Yeah, I think we're going through ground that we've covered before now, so I think this just leads down to the sunflower, and I don't think there was anything else. Anything else for us to find? There was this curious little ledge here, but otherwise, it's time to move on to the next portion of our journey, which is going to be where? I think it's going to be starting from. I think we might start here at the Temple Town ruins. I just want to remind myself. We made it up to this northern nameless mausoleum at the end last time. We made it through the somewhat confusing Temple Town ruins and have not seen in any of those, have not seen anything yet that would suggest a This is so far removed from these portions of the map that we're not able to navigate to. How the heck are we going to get down there? Just keep playing the game. Just keep going, and eventually the answers will be given to you. So maybe let's do a little bit more of surveying here from the Temple Town ruins. So foggy and dark. It's the Shadow Realm, my dude. It's the Shadow Realm. Just get used to it. I feel like we explored pretty well in the area around the ruins. Am I seeing... I'm not seeing Kindred of Rauh, am I? You've got to be kidding me. It's Kindred of Rauh, but they look red. They actually... So just when I was getting to a point where I could live with the fact that the Forager Brood is a thing, they go and they do a new version of these guys? Are you serious? Are you serious? They immediately... Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. They immediately start firing that threads. Oh, look. Hey, at least it's not foggy anymore. Dude. Fuck. Fuck this shit. Why are they red? Are we in, like... Did we enter into, like, the Mogwin Palace? I guess there are red trees on the map. Is this supposed to be, like... This is where they brought Lord Mohg? Is that what they did? Dude, this attack is so... I hate this attack, dude. What was that move? What in the world was that move? Okay, I guess maybe that's the way to subvert the fact that these homing missiles that they have can just get you from anywhere. The way to get around that... The way to get around that is to just get up in their face. Why? Dude, the fuck? I'm not happy about this development. I'm disturbed. I am disturbed, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what are we dealing with here? What are these flowers? What are these flowers, pray tell? It doesn't quite feel like a well, I don't know. Because now I see them. They're not, so they've maybe switched allegiances, right? They, all of a sudden, Melania's not around anymore. There's no more Goddess of Rauh. They got to have somebody to follow. It's either that, either they convert to worshiping blood flowers, or, you know, they renounce their ways and just take up the life of a forager. And for some, foraging just ain't gonna cut it. Oh, we got death birds too. Or grave birds. Alright. I heard somebody. I heard a grave bird sounding like was going to attack me, but maybe that was the one that just died. Why are you not? Why are you just letting me? Why are you letting me do this? You're just accepting your fate? All right. All right. I'm not going to stop you. These owls are so... Whoa. Okay. This guy did not accept his fate. He said, not so fast. We'll have a little bit of a showdown. Was it a showdown, really? Was it really? Did it really reach that level? Okay, so we've got the... Oh my god, there's so many of these motherfuckers. My enthusiasm to jump into a new round of recording. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. I'm instantly so fucking tilted. I'm just like insanely, irrationally tilted because these guys exist. What the fuck, man? Okay, can I use my Rain of Fire against these guys? How far does this extend? Does this, like, can I hit you from over here? No. Well, not if I don't have a target lock. Try this again. We're too far away. Boo. I gotta rely on my frenzy burst. Which is fine, you know. I don't mind cooking you from afar. I do what I must. You don't play fair. You don't play fair with your stupid fucking S threads. I'm not gonna play fair either. Because fuck you. Jesus Christ, man. Why? Why did they have to bring these things back? Who thought this was a good idea? We're in the DLC, man. Just let them be the Forager Brood. Just let them go into retirement, you know? Just let them be. Let me be, really, is what I'm more concerned about here. The fact that I must be... my life has to once again undergo the harassment and consternation imposed by the fucking... I mean, they're not necessarily Kindred of Rot anymore. They look more like Kindred of Blood. Whatever they are. Fuck them. Greybird's Black Quill Armor. Stone armor with a tinge of green. One of a... Ah, just exactly. We've seen this before, right? The tinge of green. St. Paddy's Day and all that. One of a set of armor pieces cast in the image of a Greybird. So is this the final... Did we not have this before? It features the cape. I guess that's what we didn't have. A cape of black deathbird feathers. It enhances jumping attacks. It's like they read my mind. They absolutely read my mind. This is the thing apparently in this game. Eileen, if Eileen were in Elden Ring, she would be jump attacks. Nothing but jump attacks. A hunter must jump. No. Okay, let's Greybirds are ancient golems. Yeah. Okay. So, and apparently this is the first well-pickled turtleneck we've picked up. I think we can craft these, right? We just have not crafted them. The effects of the Forager Brood's pickled delights are enhanced by the fermentation or rotting of the ingredients. Though this results in a pungent odor, some come to find the aroma irresistible. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah. No comment. Dude! Jump attacks! Yo, dude, there it is. There it is. It's what we've been looking for this whole time. Perfect. Perfect. The pointy shoes are what really make this absolutely peak Elden bling here, folks. There we go. I like the this cape is even more feathery than the Raptors one. They I like this. This is okay. So on the one hand, we've got bullshit. But on the one hand, we've got bullshit. But on the other hand, they're giving us, you know, some reasonable fashion souls. So I'm a mixed bag of emotions here. But, you know, what else is new in the DLC? Why, just why did they have to bring you guys back? Why? I don't get it. I mean, I do get it because Miyazaki is just that, he's that much of a troll. He's like, oh, I know how much you all loved getting whisked away to the Celia crystal mines. I know how much that has just forever and completely scarred some of you. And that's why we're gonna bring this just beloved enemy back once again to haunt your nightmares. To create a new set of nightmares in the Shadow Realm. Because of course you all are just going to love that. Everybody is going to be a fan of this. I'm trying to get some, yeah, there we go. I was trying to get a 2-for-1. I was trying to get a 2-for-1 with lining you all up. Getting all my kindred in a row. How the heck did I... Your hitbox was just weird enough there where apparently I wasn't allowed to hit you as you were turning around. Okay. No, you're not dead. I'll charge this one so it goes... There we go. There we go. Oh, the sliver of health. Okay, so I do need to charge the second shot if I don't get the sneak attack on you all the first time. The unawares bonus damage. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's... Oh my god, it's because I'm missing. It must be because I'm missing. That's what's going on here. How about some Rain of Fire to finish you? I don't know why they're not firing off their pest threads. I don't know why. Okay. All right. You know, maybe... Did they decide to take pity on me? Is that what happened there? Did they decide that, you know what? You know what? I think they were just too in awe. They were too awestruck by this amazing fashion souls that we've got going on. They just didn't know what to do with the giant sunflower chaos gardener. With the frenzied burst shooting out of the eyes. Just didn't know how to handle it. It is so... That's so random, though, that we... what is it called? The Grapebird's Black Quill armor. Like, it was very random that I decided to kind of go into a jumping attack build just because we picked up that two-handed talisman that I was just going through my other talismans and thinking, what would potentially synergize with us just going around whacking people over the head with a massive sunflower? And I thought, oh, jump attacks. We haven't done those maybe as much as I should do in this playthrough. Why don't we try those out? And that's like one of the first bits of Fashion Souls, or one of the, oh my god, one of the first things that we come across making our way through the Shadow Realm today. Are you dead? Did we already? Oh, this could be because I did take a little break and reset the game, and maybe you were patrolling around and this was your original spawn location that your corpse was sent back to. Okay. I guess I can take that as an explanation. Aha! There is a cave over here. With a shiny pot dude. Okay. And a bunch of poison traps. Okay. Oh, a new type of tool, a new type of consumable. Fire Sprite Stone. A scaling with Arcane. Use FP to release a fire sprite that bounces along the ground. A Rauh burrow inhabited by a fire sprite. The sprite pierces through enemies, dealing fire damage. Of all the sprites, the fire sprites are said to be the most boisterous in nature. This is going to be... There's going to be more of these, huh? Probably magic sprites, and lightning sprites, and holy sprites, if I had to guess. And the Antiquity Scholars Cookbook 1. Left by the Hornsent academics who studied the ancient ruins of Rauh. The Hornsent academics, huh? Okay. Fire Sprite Stones. One more poison trap that we hadn't set off there. I was waiting for the Shadow Militiamen to jump in on the action there. They're the poison trap specialists. How come how come we didn't get to cross paths with them there? They had abandoned their posts. They thought, you know, the poison traps are going to be enough. They're going to be enough to keep away the Lord of Chaos from getting his hands on this Antiquities Fire Sprite Stone secret tech. Little did they know. I do see a... Oh. Okay, I see a Site of Grace, and I also see another Horned Warrior. And there's a Scarab over there as well. Why don't we try to make a run for the Site of Grace? Bank that. Ravine North. This area here with the blood flowers is so... And the kindred of blood, it feels so random. Am I two-handing my flower? I am. I believe that carries over to when you're mounted. He really... These guys have so much poise. Like, my strong attack does a lot of damage to them, but there's never a chance of knocking them up into the air. The only one who gets knocked around in this scenario is me. Fortunately, my jump attacks do enough damage to take you down. I don't get to interrupt what you're doing until you're dead. Once you're dead, you are permanently interrupted. This is not Scarlet Rot, is it? It's one of these guys who was waiting in waiting to ambush me, and you, sure enough, you got me. What is he doing? Oh, he's doing that big wind-up attack. I love it. I love, though, that I get to knock you up into the air. Motherfucker. You were just waiting. You were just waiting to, lay waste to me after getting that scarab. It is Scarlet Rot. What the fuck? Why are you all so red? It's red in a way that is not, like, Scarlet Rot has more of like an orange feel to it. Orange or, like, not this deep of a red. Like, the crimson red is much more of a blood slash mauve aesthetic. I hate that this Scarlet Rot is still building up. Please start going down. Thank you. I was hoping we would get some loot from these kindred to potentially give us an explanation as to why the fuck they're here, and why is there one random little pool of Scarlet Rot? Will this tell us anything? Ash of War, the poison flower blooms twice? What in the heck? What is this artwork? The poison flower blooms twice. Is there... Let's just read. The poison flower blooms twice, conjures stingers of Scarlet Rot from below to stab the enemy. It actually is coming out of his foot. Landing a follow-up attack on a foe already inflicted with poison or rot deals massive damage in one fell swoop. Oh, shit. A way to capitalize on, because that is one of the downsides of having, you know, poison buildup or rot buildup on a weapon, is it's kind of, once you've infected the enemy, now all of a sudden that part of the weapon is useless. Now you get to take advantage of that by dealing even more damage, massive damage in one fell swoop. But what is this title, though? It's so long. The poison flower blooms twice. Well, okay. And it's usable on all melee armaments. I just want to see what that looks like. We got to try that on something. It's got to be... I guess we could theoretically attach it to... If it's usable on all melee armaments, we could use it on this hand-to-hand weapon that we got from Mr. Dane. I just let me just check around before we respawn everything here. Just do one more little sweep through this area because I really don't want to come back here, honestly. Except there's the part of me that wants to know, why are there very bloody looking kindred in this area? That's about the only reason for me to spend any additional time around here, is just to get more to the story. I must know. What's the explanation? Other than for getting players just to lose their shit. Because, surprise! Kindred of Rot are back. Bloodier than ever. Ooh, what did I find? Oh, another great bird, okay. Just another grave bird. With some more smithing stones. And a spirit spring. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff here that I didn't explore, I guess, the northern side of the ravine. And there's an item here. Okay, good thing we decided to check again. Would not have been able to live without those 5 white flesh mushrooms. Good, good, good. Okay, we'll check the spirit spring shortly. Now we're back to the temple town ruins. Okay. Now, do I have to activate this spirit spring? It looks like it's already active. So some of these you have to turn on. Some are ready to go. An interesting little lookout spot here. Okay. Perhaps just an alternate path that I could have climbed up. Let's check over here real quick. Hi there. Bye there. So there's another little path over here. Okay, where are you all going? Better not start... Oh, he's starting to throw rocks at me. And I'm getting charged at by a boar. I was trying to have mercy on you guys. Why can't you take the gift? Okay, we're just going to a whole nother part of the map. I'm still in combat. Let me out of combat so I can check my map, please. It's the boar. Is it really the boar that's still got me in fucking combat? Okay. Have I already been here? Oh, it's just back out to here. Ah, all right. All right, it's just a funny little side path. And now we're back out here. Okay, okay. Look at that view. The tower in shadow is still obscured from us. Still looks awesome from this angle, though. Now we ride a Spirit Spring. Assuming it actually does function. Sure does look like it does. And this is part of the Templetown ruins? Okay. It's just another little... It gives us an actual title card. Alright. Now we haven't had any transporter traps yet in the DLC. But the presence of Kindred of Rot/Blood all of a sudden is making me suspect. What is the deal with this chest? Just a chest with some beast horns. Okay. Curious why they needed to give us a title card to go like, hey, here's this other little part of the Templetown ruins that I don't even know if it can be considered. Like, at what point is ruins... Like, this is just so not even close to resembling a building anymore. So, like, at what point is ruins just, you know, just part of the landscape? At what point is it no longer considered ruins? Okay, I think I am ready to... actually just go to this site of grace. And I want to try out this flower blooms twice. See what this shit looks like. Let's equip. Let's equip something that can have Ashes of War attached to it. Which we might as well make it our, we won't make it. I'll leave what's on the dry leaf arts. We'll leave that weapon, Ash of War, on there. We'll just use this dagger. That is going to be our test dummy, a test dagger, a bloomin' poison. So okay, so you can grant it poison, blood, or occult. And I guess we'll just go with poison then. So then, and the way this works is, it doesn't actually infect you with, it doesn't infect with scarlet rot per se. but it does... Oh, I see. Okay, no, it is Stingers of Scarlet Rot. Oh my god. Okay, that has much more of a forward... Much more of a forward thrust than I was expecting. Stingers of Scarlet Rot, because it says it conjures them from below. I had this idea that we're going to be like up in the air, jumping down onto the enemy. This is more of like a sideways attack, but that's fine. Landing a follow-up attack. I see. So the follow-up attack is just one of your other R1, R2, something like that. That goes after the poison flower blooms twice. Such a weird... What the heck, man? Now that I think of it, we're kind of doing the Commander Nile thing, aren't we? Except instead of a lightning peg leg, it's a scarlet rotted peg leg. That's what we're doing here. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, alright. Wow. I don't know how to feel about that one. Could be very powerful. But also, yeah. I think I just have mixed feelings because in my head, it's so... Anything that I feel like is associated with those Kindred of Rot, I just have such strong negative emotions attached to them. I don't quite have similarly negative emotions attached to rune bears. But they sure kick my ass. Almost as much. Maybe more so. Maybe my ass has been more thoroughly kicked by rune bears than Kindred of Rot throughout the course of the playthrough. That's probably the case. It's just that initial transporter trap mess with the Celia Crystal Tunnels. It scarred me. Y'all know the story. I needed to level up is what I wanted to do. So let's pop a quick 20k runes and get that taken care of before we head out to deal with a rune bearer. 20k-ish. Right? Is my math correct on this? 500 times 10 is 5,000. And then, yeah, I think somewhere in the ballpark of this much should get us there. That looks about right. Cash in those shadow runes that we've been so faithfully picking up. Boost up our sunflower even more. And let's go introduce ourselves to a rune bear, shall we? Where are you at? There you are. As long as it's just you and me. As long as I don't have to worry about any other friends jumping into the action. Hi there. Hi, I'm Mr. Sunflower. This is my friend, who is also a sunflower. Jump attacks for the stance break. Let's go. My charge attack there that completely whiffed. That was really good. Oh, I thought there was more. I thought there was more. That's the one I was kind of expecting. Like, oh shit, you did that twice in a row? Illegal. Should be illegal. All right. No crazy new tricks there from what I could see, so... Our vast rune bear experience has prepared us for this moment. What I am not sure I'm prepared for is what I'm now looking at. If I thought dragonflies If I thought dragonflies were annoying, hey guys, spider scorpions are such an amazing addition to the DLC. Why don't we give them wings? The fuck? Not honestly, spider scorpions I don't really care about, but it's just the sight of them with wings. It's like, okay. Are we? Okay, I feel like we're underneath whatever this is. There's a plateau here that I do not think. Yeah, there's a section of, there's a big old section of land that is above us. That is part of the ruins. Oh, it's another rune bear. Okay. We'll try to steer clear of that guy for the moment, as well as the winged spider scorpions. And we'll check around up here and see what we can find. So yeah, there's just a slight glimpse of the shadow tree. And a big old section of what you would presume there would be some sort of a boss fight. Perhaps a ghost flame dragon or something. In the middle of a big wide open area. What else is there to find here? Are we reaching? We're kind of reaching the northwest corner of the map here. So many phantom gravestones, the ever-present phantom gravestones. Anything to find up here, though? Anything interesting to find? Oh, another rune bear. I'm taking your throwing daggers. He didn't like that. He was not a fan. Are we doing this? He went back to... Never mind. He's like, hey, you, those are my throwing daggers. Okay, I actually never learned how to use throwing daggers because I'm a rune bear. Never mind, I'm going back to sleep. There's a second one, oh my god. Oh, no. One of you, I can deal with. We know what happens when you throw two enemies at me, though. Done. Immediate game over. Okay, another item here. Oh, a new set of we're getting some fashion souls today. Who is this? Oh my god, it's another Rauh style bear. Okay. Give us just one moment and we'll be with you. Gloried attire. Was one of our DLC crew wearing this? Traditional garb of Highland warriors. There can be only one. Made from woven fabric and finished with fur, this garment is made from fabrics with both blue and red patterns. Red pattern fabrics were allowed only to those who hunted bears, the greatest and most glorious of the Highlanders. The bear hunters. Highland warriors. To them there is no act more glorious than the subjugation of a savage beast. Okay. Cool. So... Okay. Let's go ahead and give ourselves some physical damage negation here. And drink a flask of Wondrous Physic. And go to town against Rugalia. Okay. Rugalia, huh? The Great Red Bear. How friendly were you with Rauh? Oh, that's right. Those ranged attacks that you've got. Kind of like the Beast Claw. Beast Claw and other bestial incantations. And I similarly, just like with Malakath, am unable to dodge them. I think that was a jump attack. Got your AI bugged out a little bit here. That looked very cool. There we go. There we go. Rugalia. Rugalia. I'm rolling my R's like Mr. Yuri. Sorry, Mr. Ymir. Mr. Ymir. And we get our first bestial, or what did we call it? I keep forgetting what it's called. The bear communion? I think this is our first bear communion. Roar of Rugalia. Channels Great Red Bear to emit a furious roar. Yeah, jokingly called bear communion. This is it. Okay. Transform oneself into a great red bear and emit a mighty roar. Charging increases potency. An incantation that is more akin to the divine invocation of the horn scent than it is to the dragon communion. Only through a desperate battle with the feral wild can one discover a god unique to oneself. So does it have... Yeah, what does the mighty roar do? Does it have... I feel as though it probably... Or in my mind, I would want it... I would think that it would have a similar effect to Grail's roar. But I don't know. I don't know. We'd have to try it out and see. Okay, Roar of Rugalia. We should throw that on when we get back to the side of Grace. Cool, cool, cool. So, bear country out here in the great northwest. We have conquered the other part, the other half of the Great Bear, the Great Red Bear duo. And we can now take in Bear Communion. Beautiful. And now it's dark again. And now I'm depressed once again because I can't see this just gorgeous, beautiful DLC. Except I can see that there's another larval tier here. So we'll get there. And now where are we on the map? Okay, we're kind of out of bear country. Let's just see what else there is to find here besides more Rune Bear compatriots who we can now partake in communion with. Anything else to find? I get the sense that even if there were more to find, that it would just be random item pickups. But the thing is, there are those, there are, you know, the mostly useless item pickups. But every now and then you get some Passion Soul options or something that does make it worth your time to go back and be a little bit more thorough. So we take the time to check and be certain. And, oh yeah, here's our friend that was scraping away at the tree, clawing away, doing his little version of bear communion with that tree. All right, and now I suppose we can... Gosh, it's so dark, man. Like, it really just makes me sad. I just want to see. I just want to see the horrible flying, the horrible winged spider scorpions coming my way. I just want to see. Okay, let's do some Rain of Fire here. little disappointed at the range on a lot of these. A lot of these spells in the DLC just don't have the range that I would want them to, and even when they do, the enemy just sort of patrols right away, right out of the path of my cool spell that I'm trying to praise the tree with. There we go. Oh my god. Okay. Now they don't have much health. They don't have much health, so, you know. Still, I will say, I like the Land of Shadow so far. I have enjoyed using this spell. Get down here! Get down here, you absurd imagining from Miyazaki's mind. Oh my god, they're just... Come here! I need stamina. I got one of them shooting poison at me, the other one just keeps backstepping away from my jump attacks. Like, I feel this is like zero threat of death, but it's just the annoyance. The annoyances of not getting to do the flower thing. I just want to do the flower thing. Of course, and then I do a running jump attack. It just goes directly over you. So, you know, we got to get on the same page here at some point, guys. Got to work this out. Sunlight, please. The sunlight cannot come soon enough. None of you, by the way, are dropping scorpion liver. That's what I need here. If I'm to actually craft the cool new DLC consumables, why don't any of you, even though I'm wearing my item discovery scarab, none of you want to drop stinking scorpion liver? Why? Why are you so stingy? There's another part here that we haven't been able to reach yet. Is that because there is a spirit spring around the way that we need to get to? Haven't seen one yet. And then up here is the end of Bear Country. So many scorpions. Ooh, lots of coffins. Coffins. Oh, I know what this is going to be. This is going to lead us to a catacombs. Because I remember now, this is what we saw at the Fog Rift catacombs, did we not? We saw a whole bunch of Rosas. A whole bunch of Rosas statues. Oh, and the Shadow Militiamen, of course. Of course you all are here. How could I forget? How could I forget? If you run into all of them at once, if you run into every single one of them all at the same time, it's not gonna go well for you. There we go. Shadow Militiaman gauntlets. Is the Vulgar Militia saw? Apparently we've got that one already. I see a spirit as well. Anything up here? I see the door to the catacombs, but I'm just poking the last little corner here. And there's a horny bird. Perfect. Perfect. Just like every other attempt to actually kill a bird in this game, I'm always coming up short. Okay. Stop. Avert your gaze from me. I beg, look away. Arg. Okay. Are you a Mesmer soldier? Is that a I think it's a Mesmer helm. Not 100%. Okay. Really insightful dialogue there from the ghost. Don't look at me! Scorpion River Catacombs. You get Scorpion River, not Scorpion Liver, duh. Don't you know that's how this would work? Of course, of course. All right, so we've got the Scorpion River Catacombs, and we also still have this ruined forge, Telu's ruined forge, in fact. And then I guess maybe this spot up here, we may not be able to reach from down here. It might be something we have to access through the ruins up above. So I guess that kind of is an end to this lower area then. And as I should probably have guessed, there was not going to be a route down here to get us to the lower. Like I had some idea that maybe there would be, you know, similar to the riverbed that we had over here, the Elec riverbed, that we would have some really convoluted under the map tunnel or path that would lead us over here to these other areas. But that's a mystery for another day. Instead, we get the wonderful joy of dealing with frickin' golems with cannons for faces. Yeah. I'm just waiting for your friends to come joining the fight from the sides here. What was that? What was that attack? The cannon face butt. Okay. Lovely. Okay, so into a catacombs we go. Looking for sus walls, because that's what you have to look for in a catacombs. I think wait, what do I see? Is that a basilisk? It's a basilisk statue. Question mark. What? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I love, though, that our jump attacks kill them in one shot. Beautiful. Love it. Why is there a basilisk statue, guys? I swear, the ideas that made it out of... That made it... The brainstorming sessions at FromSoft. The things that actually emerged from those brainstorming sessions. Like, let's make a basilisk statue. That'll be awesome. Everybody loves basilisks. Is it just that nobody wants to say no to Miyazaki? Because it's probably him coming up with every single one of these ideas. And there's just nobody in the room because he's fucking Miyazaki. Nobody in the room just ever wants to say, like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have a basilisk as a statue. Oh my god, it's staring death at me. Bro, it's actually staring fucking death at me. What the fuck? It's staring goddamn death. Okay, all right. That's how we're gonna play it, I see. That's how we're gonna play it here, okay. Look at, oh my god. Ah, shit. That was not camera locked. Trying to maintain line of sight with this pillar to avoid the death stare. Look at... Oh my god, fuck this shit. Am I able to target it, I wonder? Can I target it? Not from here, I can't. Okay, alright, so we've got our rejuvenating boluses ready to go. And we make a run for it. Holy shit, dude. That enhanced intensity of the music that kicks in as you're getting stared to death. All right, so it does look like there's a portion of the level to drop down to off of the bridge, but let's explore in this direction first and maybe find a way up to a frickin' basilisk statue of death. What the hell? Ah, we traded. Fortunately, that trade did not go well for you. Usually I'm the one that's on the receiving end of those trades. But guess what? I have flower power. I have flower power. And I've been exposed to your tricks one too many times. I feel like we've never had a sus wall in Elden Ring, at least, that has been one of these ones with the recess in the wall for the, I guess, for the corpse. Or yeah, there you are. Well, that time I got the receiving end. Did he? I don't know what he did. It felt like he had way more range than he should have there. Oh, he dropped he dropped some epic loot, huh? What did you drop? A lizard greatsword. A peculiar... It's actually a lizard. Peculiar weapon carried by imps. Greatsword smithed in the shape of a fork-tongued lizard. Strong attacks allow the wielder to fire the forked tongue from the blade. That is what happened, isn't it? Because he was able to hit us from a little bit of range, I think. Yep, there it was. Because it felt like I got stunned way far away from the enemy. I was like, there's no way he hit us with a melee attack. And sure enough, the little forked tongue. Oh my god. All right, that's kind of cool. Interesting. Interesting. There's got to be at least one more of those basilisk statues, right? This is not going to be a one-time occurrence. You know they're going to use this trick again. Okay, so we got cannon face over here. Thought I rolled. Could have sworn there was a roll. A Fulgur Bloom. A very suspicious Fulgur Bloom. Okay. Nothing more than just a Fulgur Bloom, I guess. Still need to, at some point, drop down off of that bridge. But I'm assuming there's going to be a path that leads us back to that room with the basilisk statue. Like, we should be able to get up on that ledge and, like, break the statue or deactivate it or something. That's my guess, though. I don't know. Ow. Apparently I don't have a Flask of Wondrous Physic because I guess I never sat after taking down the Red Bear. So we're rocking without a Flask of Wondrous Physic, but you know, that's kind of like, that's basically what I've been doing most of the... Fire isn't going to do shit. Most of the time most of the time against basically any mini-boss. Most mini-bosses, at least in recent times, I have been just forgetting to drink my flask altogether. I had a feeling we might have to deal with the wall, the close quarters here. I should have done a jump attack. Probably would have solved the problem. All right, and then you. And you're out of here. Ghost Glove Wart 5. So far, none of these really feel like sus walls. Just because they've set up this pattern so far where none of these have been sus walls, but it feels like most of the walls in here are those type of walls, so I'm getting suspicious. Did we... Oh, have we circled around now to the room? Nope, this is a totally different room. With a whole other set of fucking BS. Alright. I guess we're trying to get under that bridge. And is there another set of... I see the other part of the ceiling that comes down over there. And I hear... Oh, I just heard it. I just heard it. That fucking basilisk sound. Would recognize that shit anywhere. Does the statue make that sound, or do we actually just have regular old basilisks as well? Oh, there's a passageway there. Let's explore that first, I guess. Trying to get this thing to... Camera got a little funky there. Oh, it's just like a little hidey hole. Okay. I heard the stinking basilisks though. Where they could be down below. There. I think there might be. Yeah, there's a lower area here as well. Oh my god, that sound, motherfucker. There's a lot. There is a lot to this set of catacombs, but that's the general pattern here. All these DLC dungeons and whatnot are just so much more involved. Quality over quantity. Mesmer soldiers? Okay, this would make sense given the Mesmer ghost that we crossed paths with upon entering. Let's do... Is there a hidey hole here somewhere? There's... I guess on the right there are little... Oh, there's a ladder there. Can I lure... The range. The range on the fire serpent is not enough to lure these guys in. They're just Mesmer soldiers. That one is a Black Knight, which is a little bit scarier, but a little less scary if we are able to get the backstab. Now, is it a froggy Black Knight? We'll never know. We'll never know if there was a frog tongue to be had there. Black Knight Captain who? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make a who's on first joke. Because I would never make terrible jokes like that. Knight Captain of the Black Knights. This is the guy? The Black Knights were the primary force of Mesmer's army. Second to their first knight commander was Hugh. That sentence is confusing to me. A man with agile command of both twin blade techniques and the powers of the Crucible, and whose spirit in these ashes dwells. Though a champion of the divine beast Hunt, he followed his father Andreas into rebellion against Mesmer. Oh shit. And like his father, he too was imprisoned in an underground tomb. Mesmer mourned the loss of a brother in arms. They rebelled against Mesmer. And as a consequence, he imprisoned them down here in these catacombs. Question mark? Love it when we get those really, really cool backstories on these sets of ashes. Love it. Man, there's a level way up, part of the level way up there. Okay. There is a lot to this. Let's take this ladder up. Trigger this thing first, and then we go for the ladder. There's a basilisk statue over there. Fuck. It hasn't seen me yet. But it's gonna see me when I try to go across this bridge. Fuck, we need to destroy those things. Now it's seen me. Fuck. Yet. I hate the buggy eyes are so... That is just so twisted. Actually terrible. I suspect I can't target this. Can't target it. But what I could do is I could get on top of this thing. That's what I could do, is I could get on top of this thing and go over to... I'd have to time this right, but I can go over to the statue if I do time this correctly. No, I can't destroy it. But I can stand behind it. And it can't see me when I'm behind it. How come I can't destroy it though? No. Oh, okay, well, you know, that's just what... There are some things in life that you just have to live with. There's no way around it, you know? Terrible idea. Terrible fucking idea. All right. What's down here? I'll get over it at some point. Maybe. Maybe. That did not kill you. A little bit surprising. Whoa! Knight's Lightning Spear? We get a super sick lightning spell to add to our arsenal as well. This is the... Yeah, this is the Death Knight spell. Holy shit. Summons a lightning spear while also manifesting ancient dragon crests. On throwing the spear, the crests will launch additional spears. Charge to increase the number of crests and add a bolt of lightning to impact. Dude, I wanna try this. An incantation that was taught only to the most accomplished knights, and now a lost art in the lands between. Death Knight. Lightning spear goodness. Dude, get me to a side of grace. I wanna try it. I hear the breathing. I hear the breathing of an enemy to the side. I can hear you Why do you think that I am not able to hear you? I thought for some reason my sunflower might be able to go through walls, though. I thought maybe that I could get... Yeah, there we go. Yes. Every once in a while, you know, my attacks should be able to go through walls. Just like yours do. It's only fair. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, shit. You didn't get hit, but you got stunned there. That was weird. That was funky. How are we doing on flasks here? Let's go ahead and, I think I actually want to, I think it makes sense for us to switch to the stamina shield, because we kind of need the stamina as this big old strength weapon that we're rolling with. We kind of need it. And I think what I can do is I can give myself maybe one or two more FP flasks to replace the loss of the trickle shield. I don't know. The trickle / icon shield is definitely like a big part of the playthrough. So I don't know. Like I think maybe this is like the functionally smarter play. But also, you know, the icon shield is so symbolic of the Lord of Chaos run. So I have mixed feelings. But I repeat myself. The DLC giving me mixed feelings is just par for the course today. Okay, I guess we're going down. I guess we're going, because we kind of have exhausted the extent of this pathway. So we're going down here. And there's another elevator that goes way down. Oh, and we're already across the bridge. Ah, we're already across this bridge. And so there's nothing else to be done. I see. The next stage of exploration would be going down, dropping down even lower, like down to this area down here, where I can see there's a Fulgur mode to pick up. But maybe this elevator just takes us right down there. So let's check it out. Let's give it a look. It went way down. I feel like, oh, it might have taken us to the boss. That might be where we are here. Oh boy. Which, by the way, I have quite a few runes on hand. And there's a Stake America that they just showed us. No, what the fuck? Okay, I was so worried that that thing was gonna, like, take a turn and come in my direction. The eyes are floating across the screen now? What the fuck? I swear to God. Who thought that any of this was okay? What the fuck, dude? That is the most terrifying shit I've ever seen in my life. I was so scared to death that those eyes were just gonna... They were gonna actually turn and... They were gonna make a left turn down the hallway that I was in, and I was so like, no, no. This is... I mean, okay, sure. When they're looking the other way, they can't do shit to you. So you just, you know, just make sure they're not looking at you. That's it. You know? Simple as that. Like, it's not actually the worst mechanic ever in the history of Elden Ring or any such nonsense. We did take a tick of death there, which I guess it just barely saw us as we were, oh, I see you. I see you. What, how shall we choose? Oh, yes, of course. Praise the tree. So many of my praise the trees are falling short here. Come on. Come on. The floating eyes is so ridiculous. Wait, what is it doing? What the fuck is the cannon face doing? Why are you not jumping down here? Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. With the eyes floating over. It's so stupid. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this. Praise the tree. Go, please. The cannon's not firing at us, so maybe I shouldn't care about it. But I don't want it. I don't want to have to deal with that on top of the stupid eyes floating around. What the fuck, man? See, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that nonsense. Okay, let's get our sniper spell here. Wait for the eyes to go by. That's gonna do anything. Yeah, I'm gonna block the eyes. You can't see me through this shield. That's a good idea. Okay, where's the cannon face? No, where'd the cannon face go? Okay, fine. Fine. It's over here. No, this is a different one. Yeah. Why did I not think that there was gonna be... Why did I somehow think that there was not gonna be a frickin' ambush there? I like how there's like this little shockwave where even if we don't actually make contact with the enemy, we still like reverberate around them and they kind of are momentarily knocked off base. Yeah, come on. Making his way over here slowly but surely. The Sekiro yellow arrow of I'm going to investigate this mystery over here. I'm gonna see what's up. Figure out what's going on. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Who else? Who else is waiting? Who else is waiting? I said, who else is waiting? What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck is that? Massive, gigantic fucking cannon face. Oh! Residual explosions! Fuck me. Residual explosions. That's not what I was expecting, which is why I took a crap ton of damage. Oh my god, what is this Catacombs, man? What is this shit? Oh, this is just, what a nightmare. What a fucking nightmare. I see this guy here who shoots, I remember you shoot crap at me. I don't remember exactly of what nature it is, but I remember it being somewhat annoying. Let's get you out of here. Oh, here's the other cannon face that I almost had dealt with. Man, Frenzy Burst is so good. Okay, alright. I just need this to be... There's that fucking basilisk. That fucking basilisk sound again. I just need this to be not, like, the worst nightmare in existence. Can we try that, you know? Is that too... Is that really too much to ask for? See, I thought because he had gotten knocked off balance. I thought I had hit him and killed him. So that little stun is kind of nice, but also it is throwing me off a little bit because I'm thinking, oh, they're dead. And they're not. I guess this is the first time. Okay, it's another one of these forked-tongued. I see. Okay, a peculiar weapon wielded by imps, hatchet smith in the shape of a fork-tongued dragon. The gently undulating forked blade is known as an imp's tongue and causes blood loss. It has dragon form flame, which lets you spew fire from a dragon form maw, sweeping in a frontward arc. Okay, okay. All right, probably a weapon I'm never gonna use. Let's be honest. Where's the fucking basilisk coming from? So do this, I guess it's the statues that are making the basilisk sound. Because I haven't seen an actual basilisk yet. I guess we're going down the ladder? Maybe. Let's go this way first. Dude, this is... I was doing pretty okay at first in keeping track of where I was, but it's hopeless at this point. There's no... I have no fucking clue where I am. This place is ridiculous. No! God damn it. Scared the shit out of me. Fucking scared the shit out of me. Ugh! Okay, hold on, hold on. I see there's a Fulgur Bloom up there. What the fuck? The layout of this place is insane. Actually insane. Let's check this ladder. Is there anything else I can do to give myself protection against death? Oh, there are actual basilisks. Oh shit, they do exist. It's not just the statues. Fuck me. Trying to stay on the edge of the death. Trying to stay out of that area of effect. All right, mission accomplished. And great ghost glovewort acquired. Motherfuckers. This place. Okay, I think we have actually reached a dead end. Good, that's nice. I need one less potential diverging path to add to my already just tied in knots is my brain right now, trying to unravel this place. So let's see if we can figure out what the heck we do with the eyes here. So they're giving us a little... Why do they give us this? What is the point of this room? Do I need to make a run for it to get to the statue? Like, how do I get up there? I guess I'm gonna make a run for the statue, though, because I don't see anywhere else to go. And then go to the right. Okay. That worked out. I wish I could destroy you. I so wish I could destroy you. Goddamn. I want to check once more behind this once more behind this guy for a Suswall. You know what I could do? We could actually equip both shields. I think we have, let me move out of, just in case, don't get any death. Don't accumulate any death here. Let's go ahead and do, yeah, the trickle shield here, because I think we have more than enough equip load. Because then I can switch, right? When I need the extra healing, I can switch over to this one. which right now I do want to be ticking away. And I guess we're going down. Jesus Christ. How far down? There's so much stuff that we've missed. Is this actually the boss? Shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm so not ready for the boss. This Man, I don't want to do a boss. I don't want to do it. But we're down here and... oh my gosh, this place is going to take forever to fully explore. And I don't know how... oh, but there's a Stake America. There is a Stake America. Okay. All right. You know what? That is the nice thing. The Stake America does solve a lot of problems. Because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to summon. This is one instance where I am going to bring in... I am going to rely on a summons for once. Because I don't really... whatever this boss is... I don't really feel like... I kind of had a feeling... oh my god, if I can summon... I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a Death Knight, if I'm being honest. Because we had in the foggy Rift Catacombs. All right, Curseblade Mira, go. Let's let her do her thing. It's a different type of Death Knight. He's wielding a pretty sick Death Knight axe, which I want, and I hope you drop. Get a back smash. Help Mirror out just a little bit. Just a little bit of help. I also want to do that spell, which I forgot to equip. But yeah, when we picked up the Death Knight incantation, I kind of had a feeling, well, that's right, you do this business. I kind of had a feeling that this might be the mini-boss. We do so much damage with these jump attacks. It's kind of absurd. It's kind of absurd, man. And then we stun you out of whatever you're doing. I don't know if I like this axe as much as the twin axes and the blink bolt were such a cool ability. This one's okay. This one's all right. He does have Blink Bolt, though. I don't think he had used it yet. I'm not sure if he had used the Blink Bolt before that. I kind of want Mira to get the finishing blow. Mira, do your thing. Get him. You got to stand a little closer to the enemy. I know he's a Blink Bolt dodgy motherfucker. But you can get this. You got this. Yeah, Mira. For the win. Good job, Mira. You are the best. All right, cool. Mira carried that fight. Well, nah, I mean, the sunflower really carried the fight, let's be honest. The jumping sunflower attacks. Flower power. I forgot to pop my gold pickle foul foot, but it's fine. We already have too many runes to hold on to. All right, Mira is savoring the victory by staring off into the corner. Very cool. And we have a Death Knight's long-haft axe, as well as a +3 Cerulean Amber Medallion. Boosts maximum FP by the utmost. And then the Death Knight's long-haft axe. I don't think I know that term. Long-hafted. Golden axe wielded by the Death Knight. Bears a representation of a decayed golden ring. Crackles with lightning, the power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The Knight, once the personal guard of Godwyn, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver surrogate. Same text as the twin axes. I'm wondering if there's supposed to be like a plural there. Like the Death Knights were supposed to be the personal guard of Godwyn. They were like a troop. It wasn't like one singular personal guard, is what I'm getting from this. Small detail that probably doesn't matter too much, but the Blink Bolt long-hafted axe. From a low stance, the body is transformed to a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at fulgurous speed. Strong attack performs a lightning-charged leaping slash. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Long-hafted axe. How does this work again? Yeah! That was cool. Call down that lightning bolt. That one's okay. I shouldn't be wasting my mana here too much, because we do have some other stuff to do in the dungeon here. But there we go. Good stuff. Oh, but I don't really want to... Yeah, that's right. I don't want to transport back. Oh, actually what I will do is I will give myself... I think... We might switch back to that Prince of Death's talisman, but I'm going to give myself a Trickle Teal because we're out of mana flasks. So, let's do that. And we'll head back up and see if we can figure out the rest of this frickin' catacombs. Can we figure it out? No, that's right. We're on this path here. Okay. Yeah, so how do I get that item? How do I get it? Because we're on this bridge, which maybe we're supposed to drop off of? Or maybe we make a jump across? I feel like that ledge with the item is a little bit too far out of reach. But I could be wrong about that. Yeah, it's too far away. There's some other way to get to that ledge. And maybe it does involve... Like, it's connected to this ledge, right? It's connected to this bit. But how is that all connected to everything else? Where do I go to make that connection? This was where the basilisks were, so that's explored. And then Big Cannon was in this room, I think. This was Giant Cannon Face. And then there was another, this guy, yeah, I was gonna say there's another one of these floating eye statues. And this is the one maybe that we needed to figure out how to get up there. How do we do? I mean, there's an entire other, like, I feel like there's at least 2 or 3 paths earlier in the dungeon that we did not explore that could be connected, right? There's like a lot of possibilities in play here. We already checked this, right? It'd be pretty... a little bit devious for them to put a sus wall in line of sight. Actual line of sight of a fucking basilisk statue. There's nothing under here, is there? Looks like a kill box under that elevator. So this now is taking us back to this room. Okay, and I feel like there are more. Oh, this is the part where we did not drop down yet, did we? Okay, that is definitely unexplored territory. This portion, what's the best way to get down to it here? If I go down this way. Get my rejuvenating boluses at the ready. Our trickle teal is almost done, so let's put the death pustule back on. Get that back. And then I think, yeah, these... There's almost certainly a basilisk directly below us. So I think we just drop down here. Yep. Just like in the other place. Just making sure there's no other imps. God damn it. I was like, I can handle some basilisks on their own, but you throw in some other enemies, we could have a little bit of nonsense here, which I may or may not be equipped for. I don't know if my mind can handle it. Okay, I hit that imp, even though I'm targeting this basilisk. Sure. Come on. Come on. Yeah, the basilisk, you know, it's one of those enemies that when you just kind of like slow yourself down and you kind of think it through, it's really not that terrible of an enemy. It's just they prey on the panic. FromSoft is so good at preying on your panic. And you're like, oh my god, they're inflicting death. Oh my god, I could die at any second. Oh no. And in reality, like, they don't actually, you know, they take 0 HP. They don't have, I don't think, a single attack that inflicts actual HP damage. It's just the fucking curse that builds up. That's it. So once you get that through your head and you just kind of like take a breath and just chill. Am I in line of sight of the basilisk when I'm climbing this thing? Or am I on the opposite side? This is where I'm a little turned around. I don't exactly know where I'm climbing to. Hopefully we'll find out soon enough. To where am I climbing? Hopefully connected to those areas that I haven't figured out how to get to yet. Yes, maybe? Or is it just completely leading me to a spot that I've been before? Fuck. Oh, no. I've been here before. Okay. Well. Well. Where does that get me then? Okay, so that leads back to here. So now we're kind of back at this spot. So then, what did I miss in the... I feel like there was one other potential path that I did not investigate in the earlier part of this dungeon. Could be wrong. But maybe we've done it all. And maybe the only mysteries still are the ones buried down below. Aha! Right. This was the big room at the start. And there is a section to drop down to down here. Never mind. That's death. It's it's not the kind of death that slowly ticks away at you. It's the kind of death that's just instant. So, okay. So there is nothing to fall down to here, I don't think. So does that mean we've investigated it all? Have we done it all? I think this was the first diverging path that I had on my radar, but now that's not even a path. So then I might have to... I don't know what I'm going to do, because I couldn't... I'm not yet sure how to get to the rest of those areas that we couldn't reach. I hate that I can't deactivate these statues. Maybe there is some way to do it that I haven't figured out yet, but I hate that I can't deal with them directly. I feel like there is... Yeah, that's what I was... Okay, got it. Cool. Although this is not much. I was thinking... I thought that there was another level up here. And certainly... And sure enough, there was. However... It didn't really get me much of anywhere. Oh, there's another item up over there. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. So we can get this to go down. Oh, shit. Please, I was gonna say, don't kill me like this. Not like this. Is there something over... No, it looks like... Okay. I actually need... Yeah, I actually need to follow this down. And then get off. And I need to ride the other one up to this other item. Shit. Gotta be a little quicker. There we go. Okay, so we are finding some stuff. Imp head lion. Some wonderful stuff here. Head covering made from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem, resembling a lion in appearance. Life force faintly clings to it. Life force faintly clings to it. Does that mean I get, like, HP or something out of it? Okay, so. But we still have not found... We still haven't found the... The secret of dealing with these guys. That's not really what I'm going for. Like, I can live with the... As much as they are annoying, I can live with the basilisk statues, but I need to figure out how we get to the rest of the level. There must be something here that I have not observed because I'm in too much of a rush to avoid the eyes. There's gotta be... Is there a drop down or something? Is that all it is? I'm just dropping down to this bridge? That was it, wasn't it? Whoops. Okay, I just didn't drop over this ledge? Okay. Why did I... Did I somehow get that mixed up with the bridge at the start? Is that what I did? Okay, that's death, I think. So no more dropping down. I must have gotten it mixed up. Okay. There we go. So I think we found the thing that we were looking for. I think we found it. Oh boy, there's a chest. Oh boy. There you are. Thought you were like directly behind me for a second. The eye is actually floating right through this room. Oh my god. Wonderful. Wonderful. The eyes have it, don't they? Ancient Dragon Knight's Cookbook. Ooh. And a secret hidey hole there. Because I was going to say, there's more to this level still, right? So this must be it. Yes, this is it. Boom. Okay, a couple rejuvenating boluses to replenish the ones that we missed, that we used. that we already consumed out of necessity. And there we go. And this was the other item. We'll wait till the set of eyes passes. We'll wait. Yep, there we go. Oh my god, we're right at the end. And it's a broken rune for all of our troubles. There we go. Okay. So, the ancient cookbook of the Dragon Knights. We can now do Dragon Bolt Grease and Drawstring Dragon Bolt Grease. And with the completion of that dungeon, that is where we will wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. Gosh, this game is so dang fun. We did not get to the Telu's Ruined Forge. I wanted to, but I think we're a little bit out of time. So we'll squeeze that in eventually here. And yeah, this is good progress. We've made it through this ravine. Let's quickly have a go as we finish off here. Let's quickly have a go with our new lightning spell. Give it a shot here. I want to play around with all these different fire spells, but they do have a bit of a range limit to them. Let's sort these by order of acquisition. Oh yeah, and we have this roar as well to try out. Let's put this one here, and then we'll switch out, and we'll put this one here. We'll give a quick go at these, see what they look like. So this one we can just do regular. All right. Oh, and then we get to charge to do even more. Dude, Knight's Lightning Spear. I like it. And the roar. Okay. Now, what exactly did that do? It didn't give us an attack buff, it doesn't seem. I'm guessing it must debuff the enemies in some way, right? It must have some sort of an effect on scaring the enemies to death. Something like that, right? Give ourselves max FP, right? Because that's what we can do now. Max FP. And we'll sneak up behind this guy and we'll scare him to death. Did it do anything? Or is it just for fun? Is it just a joke? Like, hey, get roared on, bitch. I'm gonna kill myself here trying to have some fun. Trying to meme out here against the Horned Warrior, but this is not the guy to be doing your memes against. This guy knows no memes. Okay, I don't know if it's having an effect. I don't know exactly what it's doing, but there you go. We gave it a shot. I guess we will quickly end things here by doing one more sweep. Not a sweep, but one more check-in with our new friends at Manus Meter. But yeah, thank you all very much for hanging out to the end of the video with me. I'm very curious now to turn our attention to the ancient ruins and hopefully link up with the rest of our Miquella's merry band of misfits.
How did Count Ymir reward you with that?
Uh-oh.
Then I see you have gained his trust, and therefore mine.
Oh, shit.
I am Jolan. The night is yours now to wield.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I totally forgot. I was thinking about this in between, during one of my breaks. Like, oh, we should have checked in with Jolan to see if she would react to us picking up or being gifted. Is it this beloved Stardust that we got? Now, we haven't even thought yet about why was there a set of her armor that was in that one jail. Is this her sister's? This must be her sister's, wouldn't it? We need to know more.
Don't get the wrong idea. We are neither friends nor confidants.
Okay.
I am merely honoring Count Ymir's wishes.
Uh-huh. Sure. Uh-huh. So she's like, just be... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I think I might know where he is. This is interesting. Ymir has... There's some variety in what's going on with Ymir. So... And I think he might be outside in the graveyard.
Enough of you.
Okay. So we're not even in the friend zone. with Jolan. She's like, we're neither friends nor confidants. Enough of you.
Enough of you.
Okay. Just a very brief letting down of the guard there. All right. She's warming up to us, guys. We're totally in. This is totally happening. I think.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
I failed you. Failed to birth you whole. I was not ready to be your mother, but I can still stay here. Nice and close. For now, my dear. Sleep soundly.
What the hell? I was not ready to be your mother? What? Okay. Homie's got some stuff going on, I gotta say. There's some things going on with our buddy Ymir, and I'm not sure what to make of it yet.
I will return shortly. Please, allow the two of us a moment alone.
Give me my space. Give me and my poor boy my space. Although, he's at the wrong grave, isn't he? Isn't this the grave? Except now we can't examine. Maybe this was the grave that was meant to be examined. And I mistook it. Maybe I thought this was the grave.
I will return shortly. Please, allow the two of us a moment alone.
That is so interesting. I love this. I love these dynamic, whenever you get stuff like this with NPCs, that adds this, this extra layer of, what is it? Just an extra bit of life that's added to the character.
Enough of you.
All right, she's still sick of us. Okay, so let's just see if there's anything new with Ymir.
Oh, hello. Is something the matter?
I was going to ask you. That's exactly what I was going to say to you. Oh, shit. There are new spells here that are unlocked. Glintstone Nail and Glintstone Nails. I think this is what the lampreys use. That's what it looks like. One of the finger sorceries said to have been discovered in a hallowed ruin. Flings multiple nails that crumble during flight. Charging increases potency. Count Ymir boasts that this is mere child's play, an echo of a greater truth. And then the singular version of that same spell. Okay. I mean, we're getting these. Just like all the other things that we'll eventually use one day.
Guide you evermore.
All right. A little bit of additional NPC housekeeping here at the end, and I'm excited to see. I think she likes us, guys. She's totally digging us. Curious to see what's going to happen with Ymir and Jolan, and the rest of our DLC crew will quickly level up here as well. We'll do end of the episode housekeeping. What is this? What is this craziness? Doing things at the end after you've already said you're wrapping up? That's not allowed. That's against the rules. You know what? If they're allowed to put Kindred of Rauh and all sorts of other flying spider scorpions and things, catacombs with cannon faces and flying basilisk guys, you know, if they're allowed to do that, I can do a little. I can break the rules a little bit myself. It's only fair. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.